Hey everybody, Casey here. Just wanted to let you know that we do more than just this podcast, so why don't you head on over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, Groupcast Nation. Also, you can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Groupcast Nation. Also, if these three things are too convenient for you, you can also email us at groupcastnation@gmail.com. There you can give us any of your questions or comments, or if you want us to do an ad read of some sort of business or project you may be working on, you can also put that in there too. And don't worry, we'll put the links to these and more down in the links. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up, step right up! Beyond the threshold of this theme song lies the greatest show you've ever heard. A podcast where the topic is everything our fine specimens can think of. That's right, sit on down and have yourselves a listen to Groupcast. At center stage is Casey, creator of the show and part-time llama enthusiast. I am the dog of wisdom. On a soapbox, somewhere in the hedge maze, is Lennon, the comedian with a heart made of video games.
Internet high five.
In the Hall of Mirrors is Dave, the extreme, astounding,
Coming up next is Get Swifty by Groupcast.
In the Tent of Horrors is Ryan, who is a bearded lady dressed as a bearded man, dressed as a bearded lady.
Now with 20% less calcium.
And the Wall as the Wall. Clapping sound. Now, without further ado, let the show begin.
Let's get this train wreck going.
Now let's get this train wreck rolling.
Let's get the party. Ugh. I gotta be closer. I gotta be closer.
Man, that is exactly the type of energy we have on this show.
Hey guys.
Let's get the party.
Welcome to Groupcast.
The party isn't starting until
I think 7. I mean, it's 3. So
I'm gonna take a nap.
if you want to hang out,
Yeah.
I mean,
My mom says you guys gotta get out at 9, so...
Yeah, her soaps are on.
She's parked in. Can anybody? Can you move
Why is it always me that gets parked in?
I
Actually,
tried to
you're
get wine coolers, but all I could
You weren't cool enough.
All I
All
could
I
pick
could-
up was sparkling grape juice.
Uh,
You guys like
and-
sparkling grape juice?
But I put it in actual coolers.
Come on, man.
So, I mean,
yeah, individual
it's even-
coolers.
yeah,
They're tiny ones.
Yeah,
Can't you
here's
just,
a Sharpie. Everybody mark your cooler.
Yeah,
You know what I
except
like
I don't have Sharpies.
Can't you just,
I have like
ask your
ballpoint
dad
pens.
to
So you
go
kind of have to like
get
scratch it
something?
on.
I think they're dead.
Yeah.
There's a pencil.
Wait.
I got a pencil. There's one pencil. You guys, so if the point
Wait.
breaks, we're just done.
Welcome to
Oh,
Groupcast.
Point Break. Point Break. They're remaking that movie. Did you hear?
No.
Yeah, I'd never watched the original, and I didn't watch the trailer for the new one,
that-
so I really don't have
Well,
anything
you
to
sound
say
like
about
the
it,
expert.
but
Point Break. Does that have Nicolas Cage in it?
probably.
Okay.
He's in everything.
I'm all
Alright.
for it.
Yeah, I don't know why he gets such a bad rap.
I love Nicolas.
He's actually pretty funny.
He's a crazy man.
Just don't take him seriously, and you're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
He has an
The
Oscar.
bees. The bees. Not the bees. MC.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's my monologue. I'm out. That's all I came to do.
Golf clap.
it's like, and now a dramatic reading of The Wicker Man.
By the way, the original was actually really good. The new one was shit.
No, that's the British one, right?
The Bees,
Wasn't
Not
like the
the
original one?
bees.
Wasn't that one like British?
Ah.
British film. Okay.
not the bees.
I love the nostalgia. crowd.
Oh God, the bees.
Oh, God.
No.
I love the nostalgia critics review of that.
Yeah.
Because that one scene where
With
he's
the
in
bear?
the bear suit and he just walks up and punches the bitch out. He replays that like 20 times and adds a new line every time.
Oh, man.
And it's
Pretty
It's fantastic.
I don't remember any of them.
I don't either.
Bear walks up and he's like, John Cena!
I remember.
The best part about
That was gonna be the new intro that I thought of, but then I decided against because I couldn't remember how the Trump was on
The
it.
best part about that joke is how oversaturated they make the
Which is
music.
perfect because we peaked the audio by a lot.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
John Cena! I love how he's become a novelty now.
Yeah,
I mean, he was beforehand, but now he's more of a novelty.
Right, yeah.
I think
hilarious.
he became a novelty when he started doing commercials for Fruity Pebbles.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's
Oh,
the
yeah.
leader of Team
Yeah.
Fruity.
Team Fruity.
With me, John Cena, Captain Team Fruity. I love how he does the wave in front of his face, and then he salutes. Meet John Cena, Captain of Team Fruity. I think he flexes a
You
little
don't
bit.
see it, but when he goes Team Fruity, he's jacking off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you only see his upper half.
Exactly, yeah.
Sure
They had to cut that part. You
Fantastic.
couldn't see it. Wasn't fit for the kids' commercials. They were wondering why it was in the draft, but there it was.
Draft.
Draft.
It's a draft.
Draft.
It's a draft.
Let's talk about this
Okay.
right out of the gate.
The draft.
Yes.
Do you get drafted?
Well, movies. We're talking movies.
Oh, okay.
We are.
Movies.
Well, we were.
We
aren't
were.
anymore.
We are again now.
Okay.
I saw this in this group chat that we're all a part of.
Yes.
Tell us more.
They're making an Airbender 2.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
They're making Avatar:
had to
The
get me
Last
started.
Airbender, the sequel.
Now this is the M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong version.
Yes.
Okay.
I have heard from multiple sources that M. Night Shyamalan is a very nice guy. I'm sure he is.
That's how it always starts when you're going to say somebody's
That
shitty.
being
Listen,
said,
he's a really nice guy.
I really think
Bless
he
his
is.
But he's a dick.
But I am thoroughly convinced that he absolutely did not watch that series the whole way through. I remember hearing him in an interview saying, the reason that I heard from this about this series was because my daughter wanted to dress up as Katara for Halloween or something like that. I think that might be
I'm
the
gonna make a
extent.
movie.
He plays the intro for like the TV show. Oh, he bends water. I can take it from there. I got this.
I
Looks
think
up a
that's
couple
exactly
pictures and
what he
screenshots.
did.
Yeah.
Not on Google,
I
on
have-
Bing.
I have
He goes to
absolutely...
Bing and he looks up screenshots and he's like, oh,
Oh, this is
I can
mostly
do
porn.
this.
I don't know.
They're
I
por-
can
they're
work with
this
partially
one says Rule
limited.
34. I don't know what that means. I guess I'll use this one too.
Yeah.
I don't know how. From what I understand, The Last Airbender was a critical flop.
Yes, it was.
It has a very low rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's like a 6 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know.
We call that the Adam Sandler tier.
Exactly. I want to know
Fantastic Four.
The Adam Sandler
what
tier?
that's and
Either
that's
one.
sad.
Either one.
Yes.
I pretend
Makes
that's
me
pride.
sad.
ITEA.
I want to know who actually thought that this was a good idea. I wanna
Someone
find
somewhere
out.
out there.
M. Night
Somebody
Shyamalan.
One person out there, at least one person, this is their favorite movie.
Yeah, I'm sure.
A moment of silence for that person.
I know, right?
Fuck that person.
Yeah, no, they go.
I'm gonna bring this up real quick. Speaking of M. Night Shyamalan,
All right, yeah.
Shalamanamon.
M. Light Shyamalan.
M. Night Salamander.
that's like his Scottish counterpart. You know, he's Indian, so like we gotta have like the lightest color skin
There you
ever.
go, yeah.
Just like
He's
the
just
characters.
he's
in The
just
Last
really
Airbender.
angry, but he's a visionary.
Oh,
Anyway,
Zing.
have you seen? I don't even know if it's out yet. Have you seen the commercials for his new movie, The Visit? It's
yes.
The Visit.
I
called.
have.
That seems like the absolute worst concept for a horror movie.
I have no idea what it is.
Oh, that's the
I
one
feel
where
like
they
I
all
do-
go to Grandma's house.
Yeah.
And
Watch
Grandma trying to put him in the
That's
oven.
right, yeah.
The grandma is the killer.
Would you
I
get
think.
into the oven to clean it, dear?
Yeah, it was a very Hansel and Gretel kind of feel, and I was
Yeah.
like,
It's
My
so
question is,
stupid.
what's the twist gonna be if the grandma?
The
if we
grandma was
already
the
know
devil
from
the whole
outs-
time.
the grandma was a
Gonna be-
devil alien.
The grandmother
No,
was
use
the
that
elevator
one.
the whole time.
Wait,
It's so
she is a firebender.
Ah.
Oh
No,
god!
firebenders
This
are
is
Indian.
This is
And
a
there's-
prequel to the Airbender 2.
And there's an end credit scene tying in.
with Spider-Man.
Yes, he joins the MCU, the
Oh,
M.
no.
Night Shyamalan cinematic universe.
I love
There
it.
you go.
Great
What have we
minds.
done?
What does the M in M Night stand for?
M.
Maybe it'll be a
shitty.
good movie.
Maybe you'll like it.
The M is the sound you make when you're watching his movies.
Rated M for meh.
Man Night Shyamalan.
Rated M for meh.
Oh,
Oh, it's so
that
awesome.
hurts me.
I love it.
It hurts me. It really does.
Can we get back to the M Light Shyamalan? I like that. I like that idea.
Is this like a Dayman Nightman kind of rivalry?
Maybe.
M. Night, M. Light.
Is that similar to...
Listen, you fucks! This is gonna be a great movie!
He's the head of the advertising department for all these films.
I'd like you all to bear with me as we construct this amazing movie. We're gonna have explosions! We're gonna have a great romance! We're gonna have a space sequence! It's gonna be tits!
If you could change the direction the plot was going, would you?
Would you?
Wow, I kicked the shit out of the audience.
I'm sure I did too. I wasn't even looking.
A little bit.
Oh, God,
my God, that's funny.
so bad.
Was that a
gonna be
Brave
great.
reference?
What?
Is that a Brave reference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
the movie.
All right.
If you could change
I didn't see it. I was too afraid.
It.
Ha.
Don't laugh, please.
This guy.
That only encourages me.
You get a pity laugh.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's what I've heard.
You didn't
like
miss
one
much.
guy in
It
the
was
back of the
thoroughly
audience like,
disappointing.
He's like, this is my second favorite movie next to The Last Airbender.
Ugh. Oh,
the
boy.
only way it could be it is if they had a Last Airbender 2.
Oh my god!
Oh my sweet lady Christ.
God!
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, does anybody know who that guy is?
Nope.
I don't even know who we're
Does
laughing
anybody
M. Night
know
Shyamalan?
who that guy is?
No,
no.
I think he's a director,
If-
or he claims to be a
Yeah, he-
director.
If you've ever watched any like fake MLG Pro
Yeah.
montages,
Oh, those are
this
always
really
great.
nice guy comes up sometimes and he'll be like, "Wow," and like
And
winks,
winks.
and then
I've
fucking
seen that, okay,
disappears.
yeah.
I don't know who
Yeah, I
he
know
is.
that.
I want to find this guy.
Those MLG
I don't
Pro
think he
videos
knows
are
who he
amazing.
is.
MLG?
Major League Gaming.
That's
It's actually a joke thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I feel like
I mean,
I've heard,
there
I think you
is
mentioned
Major
it
League
at one
Gaming,
point,
but it's such a ridiculous concept that
Right.
people like making fun of it a lot.
So they'll splatter on like
That's
do-
where-
like Mountain Dew and like Doritos ads.
That's where
everywhere,
360
and
no scope came from.
They'll do that.
Yeah.
They'll do
The
this.
frog thing that's
Yeah, the frog thing that just
They
like
will-
circling.
They will often do this.
Oh, okay. I've heard parodies of that, or
That reminds
maybe
me of that.
references to that, or
Right.
like
That reminds me of that one video that was on group chat at one point. The one Scottish lady, the one like teenager, who's like, "What do you say to the haters? Talk to the butt because the face ain't listening." Smoke weed every day. Smoke.
Oh, God.
It's the loudest podcast we've
fantastic.
ever recorded ever.
It is, isn't it? That seems to be the case. I have no idea how far away I should
Speaking
be
of the
from my
X-Files
mic.
theme,
Yeah.
have you heard somebody took the X-Files theme and put it into a major key? It's Wii Sports, essentially.
I need to hear this.
That sounds amazing.
I actually like the idea of that. I'm so excited to bring that back.
What?
That show is fantastic.
I think it was
actually,
Wii Sports, and I was like, no.
No, yeah, no.
Wii Sports was pretty good.
No, Wii Sports
Yeah,
can go
but
die
do
in
they,
a fire.
need, do they need to bring
It
it
was
back?
free.
Yeah, I thought it was
I
fun.
With a
enjoyed it.
controller. And that's... Listen, the biggest selling game on the Wii is Wii Sports for the most bullshit reason possible.
Yeah.
Because it
'Cause it
comes
came
with a
with
Wii.
It's the only way to get a controller.
Do you know what
Yeah.
the actual best-selling video game of all time is?
I should. I really should.
It's Duke Nukem Forever, right?
Yeah, totally. It's Tetris on the Game Boy.
Oh, I didn't know
Okay.
that. I did know
That
that
makes sense.
because I don't know if it was on this podcast or something. It might have been where I asked Rolls what his favorite Game Boy game was because we were talking, classic Game Boy games. Like, what's your favorite classic Game Boy game? Tetris. I'm like, go fuck yourself, Tetris. Tetris is a great game. Best Game Boy game, really.
I always like Super Mario Land.
Exactly.
It's a good one. But
Super
Tetris
Mario
is...
Land 2.
Tetris is... I
Super
never
Mario
played
Land
that
1
one.
has
That's a
really
great game.
weird physics. Like, when things, drop, they, drop instantly.
Yeah.
And it's
But
weird to get used
It
to.
has one of those themes that gets
Yeah.
stuck in your head forever.
Yes. There's a... Sometimes at work, if I have to move a whole bunch of shit around, just for no reason, I'm just...
Well done.
Yeah. I use Tetris as a verb sometimes. You gotta Tetris the stuff into position.
Yeah,
or
it's kind
something.
of like you gotta Google this and Google that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I actually do that all the time. Where I work at a grocery store, there's a baler in the back where you take boxes and put them in, and then
Yeah.
it smashes it. You gotta Tetris the shit out of some stuff. I'm telling you.
I love that. Real life 3D Tetris.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm all
3D
for it.
Tetris sounds very difficult.
While we're on the topic,
Oh, that
that would be fun though. I bet there's gotta be a way.
I'm
that
pretty
can
sure there's
exist.
something like that out
I'm
there.
sure there is.
Put in the links.
Roar.
Everybody has to make a sound. No, somebody does.
Yeah.
Somebody has to make the
Well,
roar
we
sound.
used to have the sound.
I know, but I
It's
took
kinda-
it
it's
out
kinda
because it was
traditional.
annoying.
Yes, it was.
It's kinda
But that's all right. Whatever.
Yeah.
So, on topic of video games, I've been noticing on YouTube, on some of the ads, it's for the new Gears of War that's coming out.
Oh yeah.
Have you
Is
ever?
it a-
Fifth one?
Is it a remake?
It's-
It's a remake,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, of the first one.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
They
HD
were
remake.
hyping it with the Mad What's
Mad
it?
World.
Mad World.
Well, that was
Yeah.
my point. The first Gears of War game when it came out, it was one of the most successful commercials ever, and it had that song behind it, and that was part of the reason why. So the fact that they're bringing it back to like the same song into a
pretty
remake
cool.
of the first game,
I've never played
I think that's awesome.
Gears of War.
It's
I have a
like
history with that game. No,
I-
I love that game.
Oh, okay.
It was actually Gears of War 2 was actually the first Xbox 360 game I ever bought and played.
Nice.
It appeared like
It's a good game.
pretty
Gears of War 2 is
average.
Solid
amazing.
game.
I didn't ever finish it, but
Pretty
it's
average.
amazing.
It's very good.
All I remember was there was a Gears of War 3 ad where Marcus Phoenix was like, "I gotta find him," and I just thought that was the funniest thing. I gotta find him.
I have a bad experience with Gears of War. And
Okay.
It's ruined Gears of War for me.
Oh, that sucks.
So you know my story
Your
about
dick got
my...
caught in the gears.
Yeah, it's
Instructions
game
not
is
clear.
rough.
Game too
didn't go through the
complicated.
tutorial.
But they look so good. As we have heard the story on the podcast before, my first 360 got fucked up because my friend Matt insisted on sitting it straight up because that's what you did with it. And then his mom walked in and didn't see it and kicked it, and it instantly just ruined the thing.
Yeah.
We were playing Gears of War on the hardest difficulty. The last level is a train. We were in the last train car before the final boss on the hard, and we had played the easy difficulty, got all the achievements, beat it.
My God.
Next difficulty, beat it. Final difficulty, right at the very end, and the disc got so fucked up it doesn't work past the loading screen. So
I completely understand.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
horrifying.
That was number
That is
one?
horrifying.
yeah,
So you never played the others?
I never played the others.
Oh, dude.
That
I
sort
get
of
sad
happened to
whenever I
me.
look at it.
I can see that.
That
I can
sort,
see that.
that sort of happened to me where I had a party in my basement and a bunch of people were over and
This sounds like you could go
Goddamn
one
Fred.
of two ways.
Goddamn Fred.
Fred
That's pretty much his name at this point.
knocked over my 360 that we had.
Was it standing straight up?
It was standing straight
You're
up.
a fool.
Yeah.
You're a fool.
I used to have mine that way too.
Well,
And it
never.
sucked.
We're both
Never.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
so
then
here-
we're both fools.
I got another story
Let
about
me finish
Yeah,
my
360s.
story.
he did
Oh, I'm sorry. I
finish
thought
it.
that was the end. I thought that
He
was
knocked
the
it
end.
over, and Guitar Hero 2 was in there, and that got screwed up.
Yeah.
Not as bad. It's the Xbox still worked. That Xbox has been through a lot.
The Xbox worked.
It survived a flood.
Okay. The Xbox worked. My Xbox worked okay after it was kicked over,
Yeah.
but you could tell that something went loose.
Yeah.
But it still functioned iffy. Sometimes shit would get weird in a game. That is alright.
Let me guess. Fred was like, it's a 360. It doesn't matter. If it was
Yep.
a PlayStation,
Yeah, if it was
then
a
it'd be an issue.
Well, PlayStation
Well, you
can't
can't
balance
stand
on the side.
Yeah, you can't stick a PlayStation.
And that would he
straight
would
up.
say that's a selling point.
Yep.
If you can, you're Uri Geller.
If you guys don't know, Fred stands by Sony like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Sony and Hondas.
And Honda.
That's not it.
That's
And that's his
literally
life.
yeah. Sony, Hondas, and racism.
And mild racism.
yes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So
It's
my other story
Yeah.
about an Xbox being sat straight up. For a while, my birthday parties, I would have 7 people over,
Yeah.
and we would have like a giant LAN party of whatever.
Nice.
From like
was your
2007 to like 2012, it was Halo 2,
Yeah.
and we system
That's a-
linked
that's
that
a- so I
bitch.
guess, like,
and
a
4v4.
Question for you: was it the night where they were going to shut it down?
No.
No. Okay. Never
No,
mind.
no. This was just
All right.
right on my birthday. Once a year, at some point, it's like 7 people are coming over, and we're going to take over this house, and we're going to play Halo all fucking night. That's what we did.
Yeah.
One year, we were going to play Left 4 Dead,
Nice.
and my one friend brought his 360 over, and we were going to system link that bitch, and there were going to be 4v4 in Left 4 Dead,
Nice.
and it was going to be fucking sweet.
That versus is
Nice.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
And he's setting up his Xbox, and he sets it up straight up, and he's plugging all the stuff in, and I said, you shouldn't set that straight up, because reiterate the story that I told earlier. And he goes, wow, that sucks. Maybe I shouldn't do that. And he stands up, and he kicks the Xbox, and scratches Left 4 Dead. That was the end of that.
Oh god.
That's
Nice.
depressing.
I just looked like,
Fantastic.
oh.
Oh no.
And then we just played Halo again. So
Hey.
that's all that mattered.
I have
to basics.
a similar story, but it was very short because it's kind of boring. I tried to pull an all-nighter with one of my friends. Some of you know him, Chris Redmond.
Yeah.
This is like two-ish years ago. We were playing a bunch of different games, and we were playing on my Xbox. And we had it straight up and down, and we both really like Black Ops Zombies. So we're playing that, and I have like all the maps unlocked and all stuff. And we were playing one of them, and I'm not sure what happened. It was like raining. We were out in a tent because we lived in a tent because that's a whole different story. It was a great night. And I kicked over my Xbox. Like, I was just adjusting my leg and it kicked over. And it scratched the shit out of the CD.
Yeah.
Tried playing it. That map wouldn't work. We're like, alright, fuck it. We're gonna go to his laptop. Or his Xbox. His is upright too. We're playing on his Black Ops disc. Same map. Same thing happened. We scratched the shit out of both our discs and they were both unplayable. And my Xbox, like, was just kind of weird after that.
Now
So
I'm
in about 45 minutes, we went from, like, this is a really good night to, oh my god, somebody killed us.
This has been 5 stories now.
So the reason that I never put mine straight up and down is because of hearing.
Yeah.
Anybody who sits their Xbox straight up after this is an idiot.
Yeah.
Also, this is the reason why the Xbox Ones are advertised horizontally.
Oh, I bet the fuck it is.
They always did seem to
I don't even know if
advertise
they
the
can go
360s.
I haven't.
They were
They
vertical.
did, which is weird because it was hard as shit to put discs in.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like,
You gotta hold it as it goes in and hope it doesn't catch your finger.
But Lennon, it looks so sleek
No, it doesn't.
that way.
It really
It
doesn't.
looks like a computer tower.
It really doesn't. Well, it does.
were they
But
trying to advertise it? Like,
All the
for that
time.
reason? No, I mean, like,
Oh.
like
That
standing
could
out
be.
because it could be like, oh, Microsoft, computers. Ah.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, I
can see
never
that.
thought about that.
Yeah.
The original Xbox wasn't advertised that way,
Oh,
was
no.
it?
I don't think it could
No,
go vertical.
it couldn't.
No, I mean, it could, but then you just...
They
it wouldn't
have
work.
vertical Xbox.
You could store it
Xbox.
vertically.
Yeah. I have one more video game thing to discuss.
Okay.
And then I'm actually out of video game topics.
Okay.
So, I assume you're going to want to talk about this more.
Yes.
But since the last podcast, we went to that Gaming for Honor thing.
Yes, we did. That's
Which was
right.
fucking fantastic.
It was.
It was a wonderful,
I forgot we didn't talk about that.
wonderful time. So, let's check this out, guys. The place where this Gaming for Honor was the Dave & Buster's, which had
It was an incredible Dave and Buster's.
an amazing arcade.
Like, I had never been in one,
Oh, it
but
was
I would
amazing.
definitely go to
I've
one.
never
Sounds
been to one
amazing.
either.
Like, I've always wanted to go to one, I
was
just never have.
Well, this
so
one was
good.
outside Philadelphia, so it was
had-
like a really good one.
It had the absolute top of the line everything.
Yeah.
So top of the line, it had a game that I didn't know existed, which was Time Crisis 5.
What?
That
Yeah.
game,
I didn't
that
knew that
game-
there was, like...
it came out in March.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's, like, brand new.
It is.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
uh-oh.
This is what I'm bringing up.
Alright.
I played Time Crisis 5. Fun as shit. There's 2 pedals now. A left and a right.
Okay.
And both of them do the same thing, but if you press the other direction, you shift to a different section, and you can, like, flank enemies from a different side.
Alright.
It's pretty cool. Just talking about that. I discovered later, when I got home, I said, I'm gonna YouTube this so I can see the full game and watch the rest of it, because I want to see how the rest of it plays out. It's pretty cool.
You mean you didn't beat
I
it?
didn't play it to the end. Because, well, you had so many credits that you had on your little swipe card, and there were, like, 6 other games I wanted to hit, so I can't spend everything on this.
Fair enough.
I discovered the game is not complete yet. There's only 2 out of the 3 chapters available right now, and they're going to DLC the 3rd one into the arcade machines whenever it's finished.
Oh my god, even arcade games now?
Well, that's bullshit, because I'm paying money to play this fucking game. Am I going to get my credit continued when they put out the rest of the game?
Yeah, come back in
That's-
next February when we get the 3rd part and you'll play
Yep.
for free.
Exactly.
Like, no.
No.
Next thing you know,
It
we'll have
sucks.
early access and play to win.
Here's an
What is
indie
pay to
arcade
win?
game. You get
It
to...
is pay to win.
Yeah,
It's an
guess
arcade
so.
machine.
I guess
Well played.
Anyway.
If you get early access arcade games, you get to go there and watch them, like, put together the machine,
Yeah,
install it,
exactly.
put the stickers on,
Oh, yeah.
program it.
Fantastic.
you guys want to fire the gun? It's not going to do anything, but you want to fire it?
It'll make a little click noise.
Yeah.
That's cool, right? Yeah.
$10.
That's so, yeah. But that is so fucking weird to me.
Yeah.
That's really
That's
disappointing.
not, it's so, yeah.
the way that this consumerism
I don't like
economy...
it.
That is
blah,
called
blah, blah,
commercialism.
Commercialism.
I don't like it. Game's beautiful.
Okay.
It's nice. It plays pretty fun.
You're beautiful.
Thank you. Sorry.
What was that horror game that was
House of
really
Dead.
ridiculous?
Oh, Dark Escape.
Yes.
Oh,
Tell us
House of
about
the
that.
Dead is one of the most amazing games ever.
House of Dead 4 is my favorite
Okay.
video game, period.
Nice.
Because it's
What is-
so, House of Dead 4. Because
don't
it
know if I
is,
played that one.
it's incredibly well done. It's perfect.
Like,
It's
You
like
and-
the arcade version, or
You
like
and Rolls
the sit at
played
home
it,
version?
Oh,
and
fuck the
you
home
died
version.
like
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
tiny bit away from being. The
Oh yeah,
final
Rolls and I
boss.
were playing through that game at the Dave & Buster's, and I died, and Rolls lost to the final boss when he had maybe 3 full clips of ammo left in health
Jeez.
bar. So it sucked.
I got it on film.
It was
I
a
got the
shame.
failure on film. You can watch it.
There's this really cool arcade game called Dark Escape, and it's set out to be the scariest arcade game in existence.
What was it?
And it's pretty up there because it has
Doesn't get anywhere close to Five Nights at Freddy's, right?
It's a bunch of jump scares.
Five Nights at Freddy's best game ever.
Right.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
I have a bone to pick with that game. We will
Fred!
discuss later.
Okay.
Fred!
It's a bunch of jump scares. It has 3D capabilities. There's 3D glasses that you can put on, and there's a 3D or 2D mode, whichever one you want to do. And it blasts air in your face sometimes.
That's cool.
It's a bunch of really silent nothing going on, like what's happening thing, and it's a bunch of shit like that. There's a really awesome thing about it where your life bonus at the end of a level, it records your. Listen, it's got this. Ever played the Ocean Hunter or something like that? It's one of those arcade games where the gun is mounted on the thing, but it's got the 2 triggers that you hold on to on the side, and you kind of just direct the thing around. Yeah. It has that.
Absolutely.
There are heartbeat sensors on the where the triggers are, and it reads your heartbeat. And if if your heartbeat goes up too much after one of these scary moments, it strikes against you. But if you don't jump at so many times, it gives you a life bonus.
Nice.
Oh, so you have to stay calm and collected, and you get an extra. Oh, that's.
It's a fucking amazing game.
How did you do against it?
It's loaded with cheap hits.
Oh, okay.
Like things that you don't have enough time to react against, honestly. Or too many things at once. It's... Maybe that was just the fact that Rolls and I were playing together, and he probably sucked ass. And was unhelpful. But... I don't know, when he was dead and enemies had half health while he was plugging his next credit, I did okay. So playing alone, I think I'd probably do pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'd make it a lot harder if there's 2 people.
It does. It actually does because there's a focus fire thing where if both people are shooting at the same spot, it deals double damage.
Oh, nice.
Some enemies, you have to focus fire on them to be able to kill them.
Okay.
And he wouldn't.
There was one moment where there were 2 focus fire enemies, and I'm hitting the one, and we were both shooting at the one. He goes, "Oh, you're shooting at that one. I'll shoot this one." I'm like, "No, don't do that. No." And we got hit pretty hard. Bosses are fun as hell, though. So it's such a great game. You can look it up on YouTube. I think one of the only videos of it that are up are two Italian dudes playing it.
What's it called again?
Dark Escape.
Dark Escape.
Good game. An excellent game in my opinion.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So the main event of gaming for Honor
was the Smash
was
tournament.
a Smash tournament.
Smash 4, not Brawl, like you said it
You
was.
have to enter drunk?
No.
Smash.
Smash.
Teddy told me that it was Smash Brawl, but
He
apparently
probably just wanted to say whatever so he didn't have to talk to you again.
Okay. You keep making that joke, but he is actually a good person.
Yeah, he just won't look at you while he's being a good person. He's the most socially awkward motherfucker in existence.
Yeah.
Whenever you showed up and they said, "That's him over," and somebody said, "That's him over there," and you're like, "Hey, what's up?" You could just see fear in his eyes that he was going to have a conversation with a person.
Yeah.
And
These people are so sad.
Yeah.
It was funny, actually.
Yeah, and I was trying to get him to talk to me while you and Rolls were doing your thing in Smash, but he was sitting at a way in the back of the room at this table with one of his friends. It was also a streamer type person. But he didn't
Also
want
known as streamers.
Yeah. He didn't want to talk to me apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Or anybody else.
Or
for that
anybody.
matter.
That was half the people there.
Yeah. I said to you before, I was like, I think I might be the most social person here.
I agreed with you immediately. It was
Teddy is the guy that watches your stream?
He does watch my stream, yes.
Okay.
He also...
Well, I hope he doesn't listen to the podcast.
He also Probably not. He also
Love you, Teddy.
Crash Bandicoot Warp like I do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which nobody in here cares about. But that's okay. So at the main event was the Smash tournament. I lost every game I played, and
I was the hypest player there, I think.
Maybe. I don't know. I think the
every match that I played,
Link guy had you beat, though.
Well, yeah, but when I say the hypest player, I mean I had the most exciting, crowd-pleasing moments.
Yeah, I wasn't watching.
Well, I played Ganondorf, who has that really slow-charging super punch.
He has the Falcon
fuck people
punch,
up.
really.
Yeah, it's a slow-ass Falcon punch. And I was playing a dude who was playing Link, who has a wind boomerang that when he throws it out, if it hits you, it fucking deals damage. But if you dodge it, when it comes back, it'll push you in whatever direction it's moving back, because it's a wind boomerang. So when he threw the boomerang, I jumped, charged the punch, and as the boomerang came back, it pulled me forward, and it was so close to hitting him. I did like 7 times, and every time the crowd's like, oh!
Did it ever actually hit him?
It never, well, I hit him once and he guarded, so it didn't do any kind of like crazy killing damage. But, you know, it was...
That would have been nuts.
It was so sick.
Nuts to see.
The crowd went crazy whenever I did the Ganondorf, the Be Over attack, which is like a grapple. When it's in the air, it's a grapple, and then it slams people down to the ground to do its thing. But if you're over an edge, it just drops you both,
Nice.
and the opponent dies first. So even if you have the same amount of lives, you'll come out ahead. So when it's 1-on-1, just do that, and you win.
Nice.
And I did that, I think, in like 3 different matches.
The DJ even stopped what he was doing to congratulate you or something at one point.
Yeah, oh, it was so
Nice.
sick.
Also, fuck that DJ. That guy was
terrible.
obnoxious as
He was
crap.
bad. It was all video game music, but it was also
Dance
super
music.
dubstep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was over there dancing, and
Oh, he was having a great time.
and everybody else was like sitting in the chairs, like not moving at all.
trying to yell to the other person beside them because it was so loud at times.
Yeah.
I love
So
that
how many
shit.
people ended up playing like in the tournament?
17.
Yeah, 17.
Yep.
And I got matched against one of the two best people.
Total?
Nice.
One thing that I've learned about Ganondorf that they added, I think they added it in Smash 4, was that if you turn around while you're charging, you do double damage with
Really?
Phantom Punch.
I did not know that.
Well,
I'll have to remember that.
yeah.
Charge up backwards and then.
Punch behind. That was my first time ever playing Smash 4, and I did very well.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
pretty
is
much
it?
the same as
Yeah.
the other Smashes, really.
It is. It was the same as, it was almost Brawl, but better.
Yeah.
Apparently, Sheik and Diddy Kong are the most overpowered characters in Smash.
Yeah,
4.
Samus was
They always were. weren't
Samus
they?
was the bottom tier of the bottom tier,
Oh,
so
that's disappointing.
That's weird.
and that's
Samus
the,
always has been.
yeah, I know, but that's the only character I'm good at.
Yeah, yeah. There was a Samus who was doing really well.
Yeah.
There was a Jigglypuff that was fun to watch, because when he lost his first match, like it was double elimination.
Oh, he got so
When-
angry.
Oh, like, he was pissed.
I think he might have had some sort of emotional issue. Though,
I'm gonna guess, yeah.
because
I'm gonna
like he got real angry, real quick.
guess. Yeah.
And like some guy was like trying to like comfort him or whatever, and he just like shoves his hand out. He's like, no, touch me.
It was fun. It was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah. But
So what did you end up placing?
Oh shit.
I
Assuming you
didn't
did better
figure
too.
out an actual number.
I got 0 place.
Oh.
Yeah, you were pretty much as far back.
Yep.
I didn't get an actual number because it requires a lot of mathematics and the double elimination to figure out.
I feel
But
like you would maybe.
I won 3 matches before I was put in the losers bracket, and I think I won 1 match in the losers bracket.
I think you were like at least in the top half.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Of 17, so you're like
Probably
8 plus.
7 or 6.
Yeah,
Alright, cool.
that's what I
That's
guess.
not bad.
I was,
I'm assuming you didn't win.
I was
money or anything,
17th.
Yeah, I think you were.
but-
I don't care.
Believe me, if I was there, I'd probably be 17th.
The only character I can even play sort of
Shitty fighting
okay
games.
is Pit.
Okay, that's cool.
And that's
That's
in
not
Brawl.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's only because people would throw me off and I would just fly back.
Yeah, because Pitt can
So
go.
it was
Pitt
very,
recovers from anywhere.
passive.
Yeah.
The
play.
only
Anything.
character that I've ever done good on is Meta Knight in Brawl.
That's
and we
because
all know
Meta
why.
Knight is-
That's
yeah,
'cause
yeah,
Meta Knight
Meta
is
Knight is
Meta
Meta
Knight.
Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, that reminds they had a raffle and everything, and everybody
We all-
won something.
The 3 of us that went, me and Casey and Rolls, we all won something out of the
Rolls
raffle.
won a
They
comic
pulled 5 tickets for the raffle.
Yeah.
How
Rolls
many people
won
were there?
like
Like a couple hundred?
no, there was
No.
like I'm gonna say like 50 to 60 people,
Oh wow, so
but only a
good
few
odds,
people entered the raffle.
Well,
Oh, okay.
well, yeah, maybe
So, yeah.
like 20.
Yeah, Rolls won.
Still good.
Rolls won a comic book. I won an Ant-Man bobblehead. Fuck that thing.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and you won the Hyrule Historia.
I won.
Really?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
So-
The big, beautiful book.
Oh
So-
my god.
Oh,
That reminds me, you still owe me money for that ticket.
I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's
or-
your
No, I
ticket,
thought we
so...
no, wait a minute.
No, you still owe me some money. But
Didn't
if
you cover it with the pizza that
No.
one week? Because you said, like, if you...
you
all
still
said-
owed
think I know
me,
what
you
you're
still
saying.
owed me $18. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say, oh yeah, I helped pay for that pizza with $18.
No, you didn't help pay for the pizza. That
I
was
know,
the thing.
but I wasn't going to cover $18 for a
Welcome
pizza.
to our
Oh, that's what you
Cast.
made it say. Sound
No.
like when you did that.
But you can give me that book and we'll call it even.
No.
Welcome to
All right,
RGCast,
give me
where
like
the friendships
$12.
aren't real and the points don't matter.
I want to make a meme of with Yu-Gi-Oh behind the desk. It says, "Welcome to the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh, where the life points are made up and the rules don't matter."
That'd be great.
Here's the
Because they
cat.
didn't. Oh my god, it's a
So,
cat.
so
cat's
that
way
bobblehead
bigger
was
than
it?
last time.
Was it the Marvel MCU Ant-Man?
I don't
Or is
know.
it just
It's
the-
back here somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Vinyl? Is it like the what is it called?
Because I'll totally take that off your hands if you don't want it.
It was the
I'll
movie.
get it after the podcast.
It was the movie Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. Because they also gave away a wasp.
Are you a Ant-Man fan?
I
An Ant fan?
actually
I was like, this rhymes.
this,
I don't
this
wanna
is
say it.
this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I think it was better than Age of Ultron.
Really?
I haven't seen either.
No kidding.
Personally,
I saw Age of Ultron and I really liked it, but I know you didn't care for it as much.
the first time I saw it, it was with a bunch of people. It was on opening night, so there was that sort of
Yeah.
atmosphere going on.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I then went to go see it again with my girlfriend because she wanted to go see it, and I was just like this the whole time. I mean, it's not. It's bad by Marvel standards, which is still really good.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
well,
it-
on
I
Rotten
mean,
Tomatoes,
that's
it got
just
like
me,
a
though.
76.
I thought it was
That's
a good
just
movie.
me. I would say
It might have changed, but let me check.
I would say I would give it like a 72. If that was me.
That probably is an unpopular opinion, but
yeah.
I don't know.
But Ant-Man, I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it. It reminded me a lot of the first Iron Man movie, which is one of my
That's
favorite
cool.
MCU movies.
How
So-
influenced are you by movie fights and the conversations on there?
Oh, I've been listening to those a lot lately.
They're so good.
They are.
I love them.
I would be lying if I said that there was no influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You know what? After watching, I'm like maybe 4 behind at most. But after watching all of those,
yeah,
I still have only seen one MCU movie.
really.
What?
That's the Avengers. I haven't seen any of the Iron Mans.
Huh.
I
Oh my
haven't seen
God.
Captain America.
You'll
I need to watch them. I just
It
haven't
got a
made
74.
time. I've never made time for it.
That sounds about right to me.
What is there, like 13 of them by now?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, like who has time to watch 13 movies?
On
I
a
mean, I
separate-
do, but I like it.
On a separate note, Ryan, you should watch the most recent one. It's Nick Mundy hosting it, and he's pounding back beers
Oh my god,
the whole
it's
time.
the best.
It's-
Nick Mundy
it's-
is my favorite.
I'm
Nick's
still a
fantastic.
couple episodes
And-
behind.
And
Yeah.
Hal's a
I like Hal.
douche,
I like
but I
Hal.
love
The
him.
robot?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Dan
He's only slightly more friendly.
Dan is still my man.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Dan the
Dan
man.
is
Yeah.
still my man.
I don't know what we're talking
That
about.
and
It's okay.
Dan-
you guys talk
Dan
about
Murrell-
that stuff. I don't
Dan
know.
Murrell is like
I get this one.
Dan Murrell is like the Exodia. Of,
Yeah.
of the movie fights because
I swear.
he always wins.
He's
Yeah.
always on point.
Yeah.
There was only one time
Fantastic.
that he hasn't won. Like
It-
up to what I've watched, and
It's like he's like
and
he's
it
like
doesn't
John
really,
Cena.
it doesn't really count.
He always wins.
Yeah, not in my opinion, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
it was,
Andy was
he got-
there, and he
he
got
got beat by that one chick who writes for like a journal or like the
Is that the
Yeah.
Australian
or something
one?
like that. No,
there's no,
What?
What?
it's a different lady. When did you watch the recent one where he put his belt on the line?
Yes.
It was that lady.
Okay.
He lost to that lady, and then he lost to I think
Cena?
it was Hal.
John Cena.
Well, one of the guys on there is real good friends with The Rock, so I don't know. There might be a possibility of John Cena
The
actually.
Rock
getting
married
over
him.
Yeah.
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 Not like he's married to The Rock.
No. If
Right.
only.
That
No,
out there.
the Rock.
But yeah, every
Was
time
the
they
one
introduce him,
officially.
there's like they're like, yeah, he's
Best
best
friend
friend with The Rock.
And he's like
I-
the epitome of America. Just like
I don't know. I think they embellish him a little bit too much, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's pretty decent. I think because they're
This
friends,
really
so-
is like we're talking pro wrestling.
Kinda.
Yeah, these guys are
Kinda.
alright.
this keeps happening.
Where's TJ when you need him?
Yeah.
That completely derailed that. What the hell?
So,
So video games.
let's say you're driving a car. Going, let's
What
say...
if it's a truck?
We'll say going 40 miles an hour.
John Cena. What if you're driving or
What if you're driving John Cena?
And you stick your hand out the car window. Somebody coming the other direction has their hand out the car window going at the same speed.
Okay.
How many
High
watermelons
five.
do you have left?
Yeah.
How much would that fuck up your
That
hand?
would probably break your wrist.
That's what I thought, yeah. I had that
I've
thought on
always
the way
wanted to
down
do
here,
that.
and I'm like, I gotta...
Yeah,
I've
I
actually
would
wanted
not
to try
suggest.
that before.
I would not
Probably
suggest
not a
doing
good
that.
idea.
Also, you'd have to get your cars pretty close together.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean,
40 and 40?
40 and 40.
I mean, that's like smacking something at 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So...
This sounds like something Mythbusters would do.
This sounds like something on a physics assignment.
It sounds like something Gavin would say. And that's why I keep it. I think I'm going to go with one Gavin question every episode I'm on.
How about-
Speaking
don't
of
do that.
Gavin, have
Gavin?
you seen the video that they just uploaded?
Gavin from the dentist?
Yeah, Gavin after dentist.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh my
real life!
No,
Michael!
he was looking at
Michael,
the...
it's just real life!
Alright, shut up. Okay.
Oh, shots fired.
John Cena!
That's right, maybe I don't like Gavin. Huh?
Okay,
Look
no,
at
seriously
that.
though, who's
Okay.
Gavin? I
Oh,
don't
from Rooster Teeth.
I'm gonna
Oh, okay.
finish talking. Alright,
That's what this
alright,
podcast has
finish
devolved
talking.
to.
I'm gonna finish talking.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Alright. I'm gonna finish. I'm just gonna finish.
Go for it.
So, like, he was looking... I think they were recording with, like, a camcorder, and, like, he was looking at the video feed, and he was like, why do I look upset? I'm not upset. I'm gonna put on my happy face. And he just goes...
It hurts to be happy.
Alright, I'm
That's
I'm
the
just going to
saddest
try
thing
it with my eyes.
It just widens
Fucking
them.
great, yeah. It was fucking great.
Visual
That's-
humor.
We can put that in the links. It'll make sense.
Okay.
Yeah, oh
When you
yeah.
see
It was
It'll
good.
make-
It's a
it'll
good
make-
video.
You'll know what we're
It's a
doing
good
when
one.
you see the video.
It was your average person comes back from the dentist video, but with that touch of Gavin.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it was on there.
It was on there. It was on the Gavin
I had a
scale.
dream, and we were in Mario Kart.
It was
And
on the
we were
spectrum.
and we were on the place with the 4 blocks. The 4 different colored blocks.
And the dentists were each of the colored blocks. You had 4 dentists?
I think Gavin is on the spectrum a little bit.
I had a family of dentists.
Oh, alright, so while we're talking about videos that we've seen online recently,
Okay.
I saw this video just last night that I love. Being a comedian who's partial to puns,
Okay.
it was called Guy Annoys Wife at IKEA.
Oh my god, it's so good.
The guy is just walking around shopping with his wife at IKEA, and he keeps picking up some sort of object that has one of those weird fucking Swedish names to it, but it sounds like an English word, and
Yeah.
he just keeps punning that thing in the world, and he just goes, "Hey, Donna," and he says the thing, and she's like, "Oh," with like every single one.
Donna.
And the last
So
one's
good.
like, what does that even mean?
Yeah. Yep. It was so good. I highly recommend this video.
Well, while we're on the topic of YouTube, then.
Oh, YouTube.
Oh.
So
I know YouTube.
So
No, I-
YouTube.
We tube.
So,
We do?
He,
Sorry,
she
go
had
ahead.
tubes.
so YouTube.
They tube.
A couple days ago, they decided, man, Twitch is really popular. We can do that. So they released an entirely different website called YouTube Gaming, in which popular YouTubers, all your favorites, stream games.
What?
Do they though?
Are they-
Sometimes.
How
Okay.
much money do you think they're getting paid by YouTube to do?
I don't
such a
know,
thing?
but it's terrible. Like
YouTubegaming.com?
I didn't.
YouTube.gaming.com.
I didn't even.
Or
I didn't even know
gaming.youtube.
this was a thing.
Way too
I
many
clicked on it
users.
once by accident and it wouldn't load after like 15 seconds, so
It's-
I didn't care
it's
anymore.
pretty
That's my
awful.
experience so far.
Here's
Way too
my
many emotes.
what?
Way too many emotes. Unnecessary emotes.
Oh, I didn't even see they had those.
Yeah, they tried to do like the whole, you know how
The
Twitch,
global
they got-
Twitch ones.
Yeah, but like,
Kappa.
like the thing about Twitch is like their emotes are like really popular and recognized, like Kappa and Frank Z and all those.
Not
And they,
my favorite new one is not like this.
It's
It's a
like-
guy face palming with 2 hands.
It's like Ego Raptor and
There was one, I don't remember what it is, but it's just like it's really irrelevant. Like
It's the play button with a face.
I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was an emote of, but it was just like, what would you do with this emote? You know?
Well,
what would you do with any emote? Let's start with that.
Well,
They all suck. Use words, damn it.
Describe how you feel about your college debt in 3 emotes or less.
the thing about
Hillary, you done fucked up.
the thing about Twitch emotes is that they've become part of that culture. So they're kind of
Right.
ingrained in there. While YouTube is just sort of
Ingrained in
shoehorning
the
this
membrane.
in, being
Yeah.
like, "Hey guys, we have this hot
Oh,
new thing also."
It's the standard second place business person
Yeah.
where they're going, we do all that. Look
like
how we do all that. We
it's
didn't
like
put this
Google's
together in
Bing.
48 hours.
It's really just Bing in the same way.
It's the YouTube Bing.
But yeah, it's like the way the website is set up is really kind of confusing because it's like all tabs. And it's like, over on this side, you can choose all of these different things. And over here, here's all these different things. And it's just like, there's too many, like, where do I even begin with this?
Yeah. Well, that's any website, almost, isn't it?
Well, this one's a little, I'll show you after this,
Okay.
so you can see just how bizarre it is.
I loaded it up now, but I'm afraid GarageBand would crash.
Probably.
Too many tabs. That sounds like they're out of their elements. Ha! EU jokes. Nobody gets it.
Alright.
It was a League of Legends joke. Nobody got it.
Yeah, nope, don't play League of Legends and I don't want
One
to.
person listening to this will find it amusing, and that person
Speaking of
is me.
jokes.
That person is losing their mind.
Hold on,
right
let me just
Oh
say a
my
few more
God.
things and then we'll get to that.
You got it.
Hi, buddy.
Everybody's distracted by the cat.
I'm
Last
sorry.
time
There's
that
a cat.
the cat's fucking adorable, by the way.
It is.
He's
And
also fucking
Link
annoying.
below.
He's also enormous now.
Yeah, he's a much bigger cat than before. He's also
come here.
not
Come
nearly as violent.
Oh, he's still pretty violent though.
No, I mean the cat's just chilling. I mean he's walking around and he's smelling everybody because he's a cat, and that's what they do. But he'll at least tolerate being touched. I mean, last time when we posted that one video
Yeah.
of like the cat going crazy, if you touch the cat would just wrap itself around your fist and just try and maul you with its tiny cat hands.
Cat hands?
Cat
Is that what
hands.
they call those?
Yeah, they're called
Yeah.
paws.
They do.
All I'm really trying to say is it's hilarious. And one other thing with the thing about YouTube gaming is that Twitch partners who have been like, okay, I'll try this out and see what it's like.
Yeah.
They get banned from Twitch if they try to stream
Oh my
on YouTube.
god.
Because
that's
it's against
really-
their contract.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yep.
Huh.
So if you're a Twitch partner, don't try to use
do it.
youtube.gaming.biz.
Are you on? You're on Twitch, right?
I am.
Yes. So you're done with
I'm
this.
not a partner,
Please.
but yeah, I am on Twitch, and I'm never going to use that anyway. It's
That's
horrible. Yeah.
That's a good little way to keep business flowing.
Yeah. Well, it was
It's
already
truly
against.
brilliant.
It was already against their contract. It's
Well,
not like
yeah,
they just
yeah,
added
yeah,
that
yeah.
in. That was already a thing.
Well, they probably thought about stuff like that beforehand, I
Yeah.
would guess.
Right.
You know, somebody else might try this thing. We gotta secure
You gotta.
But Twitch is already
Keep the market.
miles ahead of YouTube in that regard, so they have
Yeah.
no leg to stand on.
I don't
YouTube's
know.
gonna go away pretty quick. Or the YouTube gaming's gonna...
In all honesty,
It's gonna
they
flop.
should just remain two separate things.
Yes.
Yeah, they both do
You know-
each their own things really well.
Yeah.
And the other thing that the other person does, they don't do very well.
Right.
I don't care much for rewatching like your highlights or something because I don't find the videos to be that quality. You know.
That's true. Yeah, but it's there is an audience for that, which is why I still make them.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway, Dave,
Yeah,
your
doing
thing.
both is
Did you mean his specifically, or just people in general?
For what? I
for
forgot what I said.
rewatching videos.
Oh no,
You
just in
you
general.
pointed at him. You're like,
No,
oh,
I'm
really? Like
saying,
rewatching your
as an
videos,
example,
and I was like,
your highlights.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, YouTube will just do that much better than
Yeah.
what Twitch can do. So.
Yeah.
yeah, they're-
Right.
Yeah.
We are in the company of comics, improv. You did improv, right?
I did improv for a while. I'm taking a break now for personal reasons. But
Right. And people who enjoy comedy. I'm not big into comedy, but I like to laugh.
That's a good start. All right.
Yeah.
As a comedian,
But
thank you.
yes.
Yes.
What are your guys'? I'm gonna start off this with what is your opinion on racial humor?
There's an audience for everything.
There is. I'm not gonna say it, but I use
Does it involve a word that starts with an N? By any
it does.
chance?
It does.
Noob.
Yeah, that's it. I used that word in a joke, not on stage. I mean, just between me and roles.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the pure shock value of the comedy, and it worked like a charm.
Yeah.
So it has its place.
Okay.
Its place is not on like an actual comedy stage. I've usually found.
Right.
But did I ever tell you about the guy who showed up once to the open mic? I remember his name for some reason, but I'm not going to say it just because. He went up on stage with a fucking like whiteboard and like markers, and his set was explaining why white people are better than everyone else.
Oh,
I see.
Yeah, he didn't come back.
I sure hope not.
Yeah.
Gone. But the reason that I asked this is you guys can agree that, you know, it's the stuff that we have right now when it comes to racial humor is a bit more tame than what I'm about to say.
Oh my
probably.
god, yes.
Okay.
It's also pretty tired. It's a pretty tired concept.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Well,
I didn't understand what you just said, but continue.
you'll get it soon.
All right.
I recently went to Ocean City with my girlfriend just for a couple days.
Where all the racial humor is.
Well, yeah.
Well,
They do like to
Maybe.
they
That's
do
where
like
we
to
go together,
pretend
yeah.
that they're very southern there.
Right,
Yeah.
yes.
Like you go into
Yeah,
their
they
shops
do.
and there are Confederate flags everywhere.
Yeah,
And,
it's to derail for a second, I guess.
I got you.
Well, that's what we do on the
we'll
show,
get there.
really.
Can I say that it annoys me that Maryland is like, we're the South.
Yes.
I mean, they technically, they are.
Technically,
south of
but
the Mason
not
Dixon.
But they are.
Yes,
but
technically south.
They are, but it bothers me when they're
They appear so high class, though.
they're yeah.
I mean, it's Maryland.
They think it's
Don't
like
be
the
so high class
same.
Maryland.
I mean, it's
They
gonna
think they're
sink
the-
in a few years anyway.
They think they're the same comparable
debate.
South as fucking Alabama.
Yeah.
and they're
You know?
Yeah.
Like there was one guy I
I
talked to
get that
once.
a lot. I have a lot of people, or a lot of family members who live in
Yeah,
Maryland, and
yeah.
Do they
That's
try
spot
too
on.
hard?
I was talking to one guy once, and I said, "So where do you live?" He goes, "I'm from the South." I'm like, "Oh yeah, where?" And he's like, "Oh, like North Baltimore." It's like, no. North Baltimore is the much more correct answer.
If you take the tip of Maine and the bottom part of Florida, and you cut it in half, Maryland is in the north.
Yeah, there you go.
So go fuck yourself.
Atheist 1, Christian 0. But when we got there, we were getting all, you know, settled and whatnot, and I was looking through this this random like cupboard in the living room,
Just a
and
gun and cocaine.
I came across
A Bible and a
book
gun.
that went by the name.
Well, he was in the South, so,
Yeah, exactly.
It went by the name of something along the lines of Too Many Tasteless Jokes 2 or something like that.
Too many jokes.
But
It's too easy.
I look at it and I was curious. I was like, okay, I want to see when this book's from because it looked pretty old. I open it and it's copyright 1983.
Okay.
You mentioned
Tasteless
okay.
jokes.
It's only 32
in
years old.
1983.
Okay, let's go.
There were multiple sections. One of them was named jokes about people who had died, famous people who had died.
Okay.
This is a pretty good one. I actually don't have it with me. I wanted to bring it with me. I
J.
completely
Edgar
forgot.
Hoover is so dead.
He's so
Who
he's so gay.
You know what FBI stands for?
who is alone and sings the
Fucking
blues?
bitches
Oh, no.
intensely.
Yes, it does. Hell yeah. I'm sorry. Repeat your question for the actual.
Who,
That was the worst
Who's
high five
alone
ever,
and
by the
sings
way.
the blues is the joke.
Who's
The punchline is Dan Aykroyd.
Oh, because he's still alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
that's actually
A little bit of a preface.
I thought the answer
Not
was
much of a
every
soul
blues
man
artist
now, are
ever.
you?
But there's a couple of different sections in the book. At the end, there was one that particularly caught my eye. It's at the end of the book. It's called "Tasteless Jokes That Are Too Tasteless to Be in This Book."
Oh wow.
Then why
So
are
we
they-
published them
what?
anyway.
And it's
So
just
we put them in
blank
the book
pages.
anyway.
Yeah, is this like the clickbait of 1983?
It
Like these jokes are
pretty-
so tasteless, books
Oh.
hate them.
Oh.
Find out what they
Oh.
are.
You'll never
Yeah.
believe number 13.
Yeah.
Throughout this book, there was a lot of racial humor. It was pretty bad. Cat, what the fuck are you doing?
Cat wants to speak into your
He is
microphone.
stretchy as
Ken
crap.
has a laptop.
He's so stretchy.
But just to give you a sort of intro into it was only like 5 or 6 jokes. About 60 to 70% of them were about black people.
Of course.
And they referred to them as blacks, the N-word, pretty much. They actually referred to Japanese people as Japs, too.
Japs.
Which is
Oh.
But the first joke
understood
that section opens with is...
Well, it's Japanese, but it's short.
Yeah, sure. So it'd just be like calling someone that's American, like, you're an ame. Like,
You're American.
I would just be like, you're a
Nobody
moron. I would be offended by that.
You're a more.
You're more. Oh.
The joke that starts off is, what do you call 10,000 blacks at the bottom of the ocean?
A good start.
A good start.
I've heard that one about lawyers. So
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. You just change.
Some
like-
of
it's
these
like
some of these though are like almost psychotic. Like there was one about
What do you get when you murder all the Japs?
that would be too
Yeah.
far. There was one of them. I can't exactly remember how it was set up, but it was pretty much like buying boots out of a catalog, and it's like, oh, they're what, like human skin boots or something like that. And the punchline was so...
But okay.
I didn't follow it either. The punchline had to do with white skin boots being much more expensive and black skin boots being like dirt cheap. It
wasn't. It was just.
It was
an excuse to talk about killing.
Yeah, I mean it.
I mean, well done. Well played, 1983.
There was a
got 1 year
couple
left until.
But white skin boots show all the dirt.
They're
That's
harder.
why they're
Dude,
expensive.
Yeah.
If I had it with me, I could quote the book. It would make little sense.
That's why tattoos on black dudes are so hard to see.
Ha ha! That was in there too.
Now we're writing our own book.
Volume 81.
I'm sorry, that was just an observation.
They've been producing one every year.
But yeah,
Edited by Casey?
it was
I knew something was up.
it was
Hey, now.
bad. It was really bad.
Co-edited by Fred.
Fred.
Fred's
wrote that
tame
book.
compared to this book.
I'm sure.
Next
Is
time.
he?
1983
Yeah.
Fred wouldn't have been.
Well, I mean, yeah, he does
thing is,
make
though,
jokes
like-
about racial humor jokes, but
But
they're not really that
But he feels
psychotic.
like that's actually, and it's not psychotic, but he feels like it's actually, like he actually, let's not get into that. Never mind. Probably not a good idea.
Psychoanalyzing people we know.
Also, he doesn't listen to this
Yeah,
podcast.
that's
Right.
All right, fuck you, Fred.
next time that I see you guys, I will absolutely make it a point to bring it
Cool.
and show it to you guys.
Just have it with you at all times. Just
I
in
bring
case.
it all the time.
Oh, there was a joke about Dolly Parton in there too. I can't remember the.
Oh, good
What
old
it
Dolly
was, but-
Parton.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, because
there-
that's
there was-
totally.
There was a couple Ronald Reagan jokes in there, so it's
He'll
it's
never
pretty-
be president.
it's
He
it's
was
pretty
president.
funny to listen to. But yeah, that was my story.
I'm trying to
I
find
wanted
it.
to-
I'm trying
I
to
wanted
find
to
a
get-
Gipper pun.
I wanted to get your guys' opinion since
You're
pretty into comedy.
the red man be like.
The red man.
Gerald Ford, play me one about falling down the stairs.
Oh, how the times have changed.
Good old Jerry. So,
Jerry?
So, our thoughts on that? That's what you're wanting,
I was just.
or you're just bringing it up?
I was just bringing it up. I was curious.
Well, that was my thought. Oh, how the times
Hold
have
on.
changed.
Yeah.
let me see. What's the book called?
It's
Bye.
Oh, the book is called
John Cena.
tasteless.
The time is
Something
past.
tasteless jokes too. It was made by, or it was written by a lady named Blanche.
Tasteless jokes. What?
Something tasteless jokes too. Too many tasteless jokes too. Something like that.
Too many tasteless jokes too.
Oh yeah, 'cause
Truly
we made
tasteless
that joke
jokes too?
earlier.
Truly, that's it.
Okay.
There you go.
I want to see if I can get like a preview or anything.
Yeah.
The
It
preview.
is apparently
It's on Amazon.
Blanche Knott's book of truly tasteless anatomy jokes, Volume 2.
This one has a purple cover.
You know the
Yeah,
red
and it's-
man's dick be like.
I like how it's so like her name is so fancily
Yeah.
written. Look inside. Okay.
Inside Blanche?
No, it's
got-
the anatomy book, so
here's-
you're looking
we
inside
got-
the
we got-
anatomy.
Ethnic jokes. I don't even know what that word is. What is that word?
Variegated?
V-A-R-I-E-G-A-T-E-D.
I don't know.
Tell us what that word means in the
Black,
comments below.
Jewish,
Hold on.
Polish,
Say it again.
wasp.
Say it. Spell again.
V-A-R-I-E-G-A-T-E-D.
I lost you.
Variegated. No, I want to say variegated.
Okay. I'm going to put it in the dictionary.
Okay.
V-A-R.
There's a section on lepers.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there was a section.
V-A-R-I-E-G.
Two tasteless to be included in this book.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's where the gold.
So here I have
Multi-
that page.
You do?
I do.
Oh god, here we go.
Exhibiting different colors.
Thank God.
How do you get 40 Haitians in a shoebox?
Oh,
Tell them
no.
it floats.
Oh.
I don't
Yeah.
even...
Oh my god!
Oh, that next one?
No, wait. Why do Mexicans drive lowriders? So they can cruise and pick lettuce at the same time. Oh my god, that's horrible.
Ba-dum-dum.
Don't take my word for it. Hi! My name is Antoine, and this is Truly Tasteless Jokes 2. This is a story about a young woman's attempt to try and appeal to a younger audience.
Lennon looks like he's having a stroke.
It hurts.
I know.
But you
thank
can't-
God
you
you
can't
could
Go
find
on.
that. I'm
What's an innuendo? An Italian suppository.
No.
That one's kind of funny.
It's funny because like intermittent between these like
Fucking
really
wops.
horrible jokes are like these dad jokes.
That is totally a dad joke.
These are like,
That's
these
not
are
really a
like
racist.
dad jokes.
That's...
I'm trying to look for short ones. How do they... Oh my god. How do they say fuck you in Los Angeles? Trust me.
Nah,
Oh.
Shit.
that's pretty cool.
What's black and white and red all over?
Oh no.
An interracial couple in a car wreck.
Good lord.
They're so bad. I'm
How's
gonna
that
get...
a joke?
I feel like they wrote the punchline first for that one. They're like, how do we make that work?
Retroactive jokes.
Oh my god. How do you solve the Puerto Rican problem?
Oh no. Find out next time on...
I don't even want to say this one. Tell the blacks they taste like fried chicken.
Alright.
Whoa!
Alright. I would have gone with watermelon. but-
Okay, one more.
Hold on.
Yeah, alright, that's all the listeners we lost.
Casey,
Alright, keep
thank
going.
you for finding this.
Yeah.
Because goddamn.
Good lord.
That one's probably the worst I can see here.
That's probably the worst ever.
There's a whole bunch of them here.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Give us one more.
Alright, one more. What do you get when you cross a Chinaman and a hooker? Also, Chinaman.
I don't know.
Someone who will suck your laundry.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, that's enough of that.
My dad said Chinaman the other day.
I bet he did.
We were watching some
there's-
stupid special.
There's a quote from Big Lebowski that perfectly fits this, but I can't remember what it is.
Am I the only one who... Whatever.
What?
I don't know.
Shut up, Casey, you're out of your element.
There you go.
Was that another League joke?
Nope, that was
No.
a quote from the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, that was
Well, I've never
Big
seen
Lebowski.
that movie, so I wouldn't know.
You know what? I'll just take
That
all my
was
league
so
jokes
funny.
and leave.
It was so funny that I knew that, and he didn't, and it was great.
But
Take all
yeah,
my league jokes and league.
so that's what I found.
Uh-uh.
That
It
is
was
a
horrifying.
terrible book.
It's horrifying.
And it's 2, so that means there's another,
There's another one.
I'm sure that
This
there
is
was
the
multiple.
B-sides.
It's from earlier.
Yeah.
Well, the B-sides are usually ones that are actually worse.
I'm sure.
So-
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah,
that there are,
exactly, yeah.
like the first one is probably even worse.
Oh yeah.
It's written in 1965.
I mean, well,
Well-
technically, like, usually as those kinds of series progress, you're kind of, like, you get all the best ones that are really funny, and then, like, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th book, you're just reaching for dregs, and you're like, blah, 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 N-word. I don't know, next one. You
It
know,
literally just says
You
next
just
one.
described the comedian Mike Valek. That's funny.
Oh man, that
documentary?
documentary that he made.
That one and the music
I was
video.
I
I
haven't
was
seen the music video.
I was pretty buzzed when I watched that.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I was like,
Yeah. Crazy comedian that we've talked about numerous times, Mike Valek,
oh my god.
who we've talked about for being a fucking lunatic,
Yes.
released a documentary on his YouTube channel. It's like 10 minutes long. It's called My Dad Made Me a Clown.
oh, I saw that, but I didn't actually watch it.
Yeah.
It's like, where's
Oh.
watching?
You got... Oh.
You don't know Mike Valek.
When you guys posted it, didn't you?
I put it on our,
Yeah.
Are We Available for a Podcast This Week group post.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. My favorite part of the whole thing is when Mike Valek says something intelligent, and then it jump cuts to the least intelligent thing he's ever said, where he talks about he loves comedy so much, and it's such a great thing because on the comedic stage you can say pretty much anything you want without much persecution. So it's like the one last place existing in the world of free speech. And then it jump cuts to him with like that squishy rhinoceros thing that he has. He's like, Mr. Poop Face. Like no transition in between. And it's the funniest fucking jump.
It's
ever. And then he gets real political in the last minute. It's like, where did this come from?
It's like the scene from 2001: A Space Odyssey when all those like weird ass flashing lights are like going by, and he's that's how I felt while watching.
And that is about 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a really intense scene.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was a very quiet movie.
That fucking video.
I don't think I've watched that movie the whole way through.
I have.
I never have seen it.
That was Kubrick,
It's alright.
Yeah, it was Kubrick.
Speaking of Kubrick, are we done with this conversation?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically,
He
I've
came back from
decided
the
that
dead.
he actually did. Every month starting with September, so in 2 days, I'm going to pick a director.
Every month starting with September.
Month. What did I say?
Well, I think that's what you said. Every month starting with
don't
September.
mock me until I finish my sentence.
The first thing I was thinking was like spelling. Like, well, the only month that starts with September is September.
It's like every day starting
That
with
sounds like
Wednesday.
something you hear in a YouTube poop.
Touche. Oh, don't disconnect my cord, cat. It's adorable, but don't do
The
it.
cat wants to play with us so bad.
I will fight you. Alright, so starting in September, and I think Tori might be joining me, I'm not sure. I'm going to be picking a director and watch all of his movies in that month. Starting with his first one and ending with his last one. And I'm going to do some type of write-up on, like a mini, not like pages of reviews, but just what I thought of each one, how I thought his direction, progressed throughout his movies. And I think it's going to be I've always been a big film guy. My dad got me into watching films. I watched tons of stuff. But I've missed a lot of the stuff. Like I was talking with talking with my one friend about horror movies just the other day, and I've missed like all of the movies, like Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, like all those ones that everybody knows about. Child's Play.
Yes,
I have seen Psycho.
I love Psycho.
But like all the other ones, all like the major ones, like I haven't seen any of them. So I just need to go back and I need to like watch all those.
Who are you going to start with?
I'm starting with Kubrick.
All right.
Yeah.
I
I couldn't think of anyone else like that.
That means you get to watch AI. Have fun with that.
yeah.
I may have watched that, but I've watched some.
Oh, you'd know.
Okay, then never mind.
I don't know.
I am excited to see it.
It has Robin Williams as Google.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
All right, well then, never mind.
personification of Google.
I love that description.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome. I'm not sure what I'm saying kind of way. But like some of them may end up being like a 2-director month. Like Tarantino only has 7 movies out, so that'll get knocked out in a little bit.
Really, only 7?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, Kill Bill is counted as 1, even though it's 2 volumes.
His newest movie, Hateful Eight, is his 8th movie.
Yeah.
So.
And he said he's only going to do 10 and then he's done, or did he say 9 and then he's done?
I'm surprised that that's only been that few. I guess they're just really influential. Or
they are. They really are.
Yeah, they are. And he's done like guest directing on a couple ones. He directed one of the clips from Sin City and a couple of things.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it was the first one.
Important question. Are you doing Michael Bay?
I probably will near the end when I run out of actually good. And before you ask, probably won't do M. Night Shyamalan. Because
he has 2 good movies, maybe 3, and that's it.
Well, that's the thing. We're gonna watch. I'm gonna be watching all of them.
Yeah,
like from the first 2 last.
You get to watch The Village if you do that.
As far as
The Village.
Wait, why does everybody hate The Village? That's the only one that I kind of like.
It's interesting. I'm actually okay with the twist at the end.
I was
I
like
thought,
it makes
like,
sense.
Everybody
I was all right with that too. The whole rest of it is boring.
I like Signs. Signs was good.
That's okay.
Red color. Red color. I said red color.
When it comes to M. Night, there's only 2 movies of him that I consider to be like really great. That is Sixth Sense and Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable actually is really good. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying
that's
2 or
like
3.
one of the best underrated comic book movies because I mean, if you've seen it, you know.
I've seen parts of it. I actually haven't watched it like the whole way through, but from what I've seen...
You honestly don't need to. If you know the basic idea of the story,
I do,
then
yeah.
that's good enough. Have you seen it?
I have not, but I want to.
Even if you just, like, read it and get, like, a couple, like, a YouTube memorable clips from it or something. Like, get the premise.
That's all you need.
I mean, I watched it when I was younger. I don't remember when it came out or whenever I watched it or whatever, but it was pretty good.
I saw a Nostalgia Critic review of it. That's about all I've seen.
As long as you know the basic
so
plot.
he didn't like it.
I don't remember. I think he was pretty indifferent about it.
Which is pretty impressive for an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's a thumbs up for M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah,
Didn't hate it.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't bad.
So I want to talk about this. I have yet to have a chance to talk about it for a long time, and I really want to bring it up. So there's this YouTube channel that's out now that's been in existence for a few months now. It's called Field Day. It's not as good as I thought it would be, but it does have some really, really good videos where they take... I don't know who makes it, but they take YouTubers, famous YouTubers, and they have them do things. For example, if you guys know Vsauce, they took Michael Stevens, who's like the guy who created all of that, and they take him to this town in Alaska that has a very interesting history to it. And he hosted this like 12-minute documentary about this place called Whittier, Alaska. And it's really cool.
Is it the place with the cat as a mayor?
No.
Okay.
No, this is a...
Whiskier.
Oh, we went there.
We talked at lengths about that cat.
We did, and I'm kind of sad about that. It's a town bordering the sea.
Okay.
And it was built during World War II as like a bunker place. Kind of like what you'd expect a Fallout shelter in Fallout 3 to be like.
Okay.
It's just one gigantic building, and everybody in the town lives in that building.
Really?
It's built in the middle of a mountain.
Okay.
So you can't get to it by the ocean, and you can't get to it by land. There's one tunnel that gets to it, and there's like a huge amount of security.
That's why it was a military complex. Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds like the start to a really...
It sounds like a dystopian novel.
Yeah, very mediocre dystopian future.
Yeah, but it's
M. Night Shyamalan?
But yeah,
Get on that.
pretty much everybody in the town, it's like a town of like 500 people living in this one building. It kind of looks like a hotel.
They're going to get inbred as shit.
Maybe? I don't know.
I mean, as long as there's regular deliveries, they should be fine.
Yeah, but apparently everybody who lives there swears
It's a bread joke.
Yes,
Right,
we got it.
right.
We've had enough of those.
We know our bread jokes.
One is enough, but we've heard at least 30. But apparently people who live there swear by that town and really, really like it.
Yeah.
But it's like...
Because they've never seen the outside world.
I guess so. But it's like slowly falling apart, and these generators that keeps all the lights on is falling apart.
Really?
And everything.
Again,
It's a very, very interesting video.
Kind of look that
Wouldn't
up.
it be funny if, like...
Wouldn't it be nice?
Okay. Wouldn't it be funny, I was going to say, that if...
You can't not hear it. That's
John
rude.
Cena!
Alright, so, wouldn't it be funny... Okay, don't do it.
I didn't do it that time.
Okay, so, I'm not going to say it.
Alright.
If.
If, like, they had, like, no news, so they were just, like, living the past however long, like, it was still World War II.
It was like 1950s.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
So basically, like Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, only they never left the shelter.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That's a good Unbreakable.
Well played.
So I've heard.
Speaking of racial humor, if you haven't watched that, they deal with a lot of racial, gender, and a lot of those things
Yes,
that
they
people
do.
talk about, like, usually in a negative way, but they address it in such a way that makes you think about.
They get into the real topics about those mascots who wander around Times Square.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Oh, I got a story about that.
Oh, do you?
So,
I do.
long story short, watch it. Go ahead.
We got to start doing that more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take notes, everybody.
Minions are fucking everywhere.
Oh my god.
Well,
And
obviously.
it makes me want to hurt something.
Gouge
They
the one
were
dude
funny
guy.
for about half of Despicable Me.
I actually did not like Despicable Me, like the original
Yeah.
one.
It was alright.
I thought it was kind of mediocre.
But
Yeah, I thought it was alright.
But I shit you not, I saw like in Ocean City when you walk up and down the boardwalk, there are a lot of like street performers and stuff like that. And I don't know who these people are, but there's people who dress up in like really shitty discount-looking costumes and dance
like
around with like right. And they have like a little money bucket that people like throw money in.
Good lord.
I shit you not, there was 6 people dressed up as minions up and down that boardwalk, walking from
as one group or separate?
No, separate.
Okay.
Separate. I don't know if these are.
Do you think they would bump into each other and like get into fist fights?
This
and
was
shit?
this was actually like a couple days ago. Like I just got back from Ocean
Oh,
City.
okay.
Like,
Yeah, because I was there.
Thursday.
I was there a couple weeks ago, and I didn't
Word.
see any of that.
You didn't?
No.
Huh.
Maybe I was in the wrong
The minions
spot.
were out of season.
Yeah, maybe they were.
I don't know, but I shit you not, 6 of them from
They have
First Street, where the boardwalk starts,
Yeah.
all the way up to I think it's like 25th or 26th Street.
Yeah, I was in the latter half, I think. I didn't
Well,
see any of
the
them.
majority of them were more
Right.
like the closer you get to like Ripley's Believe It or Not and like that.
Oh, okay.
that
Oh, yeah, yeah.
bottleneck section.
I've never been to Ocean City.
Yeah, you don't
I
have to go
kind
there.
of, sort of, almost went with you that one time. You
Yeah.
invited me, and I just wasn't able to make it.
Right.
But that's the closest I've been. You've never seen the ocean?
My
It's okay. What?
I've never seen the ocean.
Oh.
I know. I need to.
Really?
I need to
Beach
fix
trip.
that. All right, I'm not doing anything for the next couple hours, so
It
To Delaware.
it's not the
said no one ever.
it's not the best place to go if you're looking for like a high class like beach
Yeah.
something like that. It's really fun to people watch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm
what I would
sure.
go to do
Yeah.
because I don't.
It's really fun to people watch. I sort of have like a personal attachment because I've been going there ever since I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
Because my grandma owns a condo down there on 32nd. So, I mean, you're not missing much.
Yeah. I have that same feeling with Bethany Beach.
Mm.
Hold on.
Bethany.
Aw.
Bethany's
Poor cat.
No, not poor cat. He's evil.
Bethany is
Okay.
nicer.
Bethany is in
right?
Delaware. It's only a few miles north of Ocean City.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's a
I've
lot
been there,
smaller
like,
and a
once or
lot more
twice.
friendly.
Yeah.
Delaware's nice in general.
Yeah, it is.
I could live in Delaware.
The only problem I have with
Sure,
Delaware is that it's
Jersey.
flat as fuck. And I don't like flat.
Yeah.
Eh.
Mm.
But I want to bring up one other thing since these two kind of go together. The Whittier, Alaska one. Also, MatPat of Game Theory did a field day,
Uh-huh.
Nice.
and I think this one was the cooler of the two.
I just remembered something. Go on. I'll let you finish first.
He went to a naval base in California, and what was that?
I just lifted my shirt and pointed at it. I didn't say anything. I was like, I just did that.
Jesus Christ.
I
woman.
loved it. I loved it.
Thank you, Lynn.
Visual humor.
Yeah, I know.
I was doing that quietly so that you wouldn't get interrupted.
Yeah, but I saw it
And
anyway.
didn't-
I couldn't.
I'm sorry.
It was funny.
Yeah, he went to a naval base
Naval.
in California.
Johnson.
Somebody pulls out a peach. I don't know.
I didn't get that.
Isn't that an orange?
I don't know. Whatever.
It's an orange.
Whatever. It's not the point I'm trying to make here, alright?
Keep going.
Well, what is get to your point?
Okay.
You suck at telling the story.
Well, it's because I keep getting interrupted.
Naval.
Who's interrupted by?
He went to fly a fighter.
Cena!
He went to fly a fighter plane with some veteran of some sort,
Yeah.
All right.
and he was talking to him about the different Star Fox maneuvers. And he was,
yeah.
it was like they went over different maneuvers that Star Fox has. Like,
Didn't they actually include that in like a game theory?
I think so.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, because they did the barrel roll, which is not called the barrel roll; it's called
Yeah.
something else.
The aileron.
Aileron roll.
Yep.
An actual barrel roll is vertical instead of horizontal.
Yeah.
Like end over end?
No, I mean like
What?
Like
Just imagine a ship going like this.
going
and
up.
just-
Ah, how do you evade anything like that?
yeah,
This way.
sure. It's
Yeah, that's
they
that
do it
shouldn't-
they do it to get to a higher altitude quicker.
Oh, it's
That's what a
yeah,
barrel roll
okay.
is.
Yeah.
An aileron roll is really not very useful.
Yeah?
Yeah, because if
Probably slow.
somebody's firing at you, you're on the same plane as they are
Right.
at in a plane.
I hope they're not shooting at you from inside the plane.
Yeah, I hope not too.
That would be tough. I can't get a beat on them.
What is
They
this
also-
Air Force One?
There was also a
Yeah.
I think they.
They
don't
also
they?
did the
Yeah, they do.
U-turn, which has a different name that I forget. This was a while since I saw it, but you can watch the video. They did
Yeah.
a U-turn, and they did something else. What else? What other maneuvers are in Star
I don't
Fox?
fucking know.
You've played Star Fox.
I played the shit out of Star Fox.
Saving Peppy. Was
You
that
can use
one
the
of them? Was
brake.
that one of the...
Yeah.
Use the boost.
Use the boost. Try a
Hey,
somersault.
Einstein,
Yeah.
I'm on your side.
But yeah, it's a very...
Help me, Fox.
It's a really
Oh.
good video. It gets awkward at times because...
Just like your dad.
because it's this old guy who has no idea what video games are, and
Yeah.
Matt Pat is like, okay guys, so I'm going to be going inside this plane. It's going to be an amazing experience. Alright? We're going to go do this. Let's go.
And the guy's just...
The Game Theory! Thanks for watching.
Oh,
probably just
young
like-
people. I'm not getting paid enough.
Just give me my Chinese buffet and get the fuck out.
Get the Chinaman buffet.
Matt Pat is fine, but his voice...
It's weird.
It's
I hated
weird.
it for a long time.
It's
Couldn't stand it.
he has to enunciate everything.
Yeah, it really does.
I can't stand that when people do that.
still don't see it. I don't know why. Like,
What?
sounds fine to me. Like
Okay.
his voice. I don't know. I hear everybody's like, "Wow, his voice is so weird," and it just doesn't register to me.
It is
I don't
weird,
know why.
though, trust me.
I don't know. Okay, well, I don't know
uh,
if I'd call it weird, but it's just he enunciates too much.
Yeah. It's a little. It's weird.
I'll have to listen to it like an episode again. Like,
Yeah.
listen for it.
Like one of the
There's-
Five
I'll
Nights
probably
at
notice
Freddy's
it.
Now
episodes.
here's what you do:
Segue.
listen to like one of his first episodes, and listen to one of his newer episodes, and then you'll hear it.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yeah.
I'll have to try that.
Okay. So you hate Five Nights at Freddy's.
I
To go back about an hour.
Yeah.
Touche. That's true and touche. I made that up. It's like fetch. I'm gonna try to make it happen. Probably won't, but whatever.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, thanks. No one else will ever use it. And I'm okay with that. I personally, after watching, I've watched every single one of your how to play. There's 4, and
Yeah.
you've done 4, and I've watched 4.
Yeah.
And I still don't get it. Like the first one, I get it's kind of cool, but after
pretty
that,
cool.
like, why do other than money? Why do they keep making them? Like, why do people play them? Why
Plot.
do people buy them?
Deep plot. Deep plot. That's so
Plot.
immensely
Deep
hidden.
plot. Deep,
But
deep,
it's-
deep plot. Deep plot.
Right. One of our many listeners
Propane.
needs to like just make that into a deep plot.
Deep. Put it there. Put it there.
Chinaman.
And then the song just drops. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
China.
If someone was gonna remix this episode, they would not have a hard time.
No.
Have you ever played any of them?
I played number 1, and that's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
And I only made it to about day 3, I think.
Yeah.
Because
I was going to say, if you hadn't,
I'm not
that was your
I'm
problem.
not huge into horror games unless someone else is there with me. Not like because I'm scared. Because like I mean, I get
not
scared
really
either way.
experience.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an enjoyable experience.
Okay. Because
For the most part, I don't play single player games because I just get bored unless someone is there. I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
I tried Morrowind again the other day, and it's fun. And I remember all of my memories from growing up and playing it. And then I'm like, 40 minutes into it, I got bored and I stopped playing it.
Yeah.
I can't do Skyrim. People are just like, well,
I don't care for it either.
yeah. Okay, but sorry. Go
Well, I
ahead.
was going to say that playing and watching Five Nights are two completely different things.
That's true.
Yeah. So there's a huge difference with that. I mean, and I don't say it in any of my videos because I wouldn't want to say it in my videos. 2 and 3 are a little iffy as far as games go, honestly.
Yep.
4 really brought it back, I think.
Yep.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
So what as far as the plot goes, like, is it honestly that good? Like, because people talk about like there's like
It's
the
cool.
hidden stuff and blah blah blah, and like
There's a ton of hidden stuff. It's
I
all
think-
hidden. That's
Well, yeah.
part of the charm of the game.
Yeah,
is that
I
if
think
you're
it's
not
more
looking
the
for any of the plot,
execution
you're not
than
going to
the
find
actual
any of the
story.
plot.
Well, I was going to say just the opposite. I think people don't like it. The people who don't like it because they think the game itself isn't scary.
Yeah, I
And
think
they
those
don't
people
like
are
it.
nuts.
Well,
it's fucking terrifying.
that's your
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah,
I think there are a very large number of people who don't like it,
yeah.
and that's okay.
I think they're nuts.
I know for a
think
fact
it's
that-
okay.
But
I
that's
think
okay.
I know for a
Yeah.
fact that Pro Jared is one of those people in
Oh, yeah?
that camp.
Huh.
Yeah, I think
Pro
he did.
Jared is
he
like
did,
one of
a
the
video.
funniest people ever.
He's up there.
I
Top
think-
10 yicks in gaming. You see that right there? That's a good yick. He did an April Fool's video where that's how he pronounced dick every time. It was like yick. See that right there?
I
It's a
mean,
good yick.
I maintain the funniest person on YouTube was James Willems.
He's pretty
James
good.
Willem, I
Now,
guess.
Joey, you don't like Funhouse very much, right?
I didn't say I didn't. I just don't watch them. I'm not subscribed. That's it.
I'm not either.
You told me before. You told me before that you thought their commentary was weird.
Like their mannerisms, their speaking patterns is.
What's the name of the YouTube channel? This
Funhouse.
Funhouse.
Funhaus.
The funniest guy on YouTube that you were talking about? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's part of this Funhouse
But how can you stay away from demo disc?
It's a great series.
It really is.
All right, I'm gonna have to look this up.
Just pick them up.
No, I don't have the... I'm just gonna not move.
You don't have the upper body strength?
No, I just don't want to
Body
provoke
strength to
the
fight
cat.
a cat.
But what's great about
My
that...
arm's gonna go away from over the side.
What's great about that
Couch
series
now.
is that they have all of these discs, and they don't always work.
Yeah,
and
they're discs that were packed with game demos.
Oh, yeah,
From maybe 99 to 2007.
Yeah.
What's great about it before 99 too.
What's great about it,
unless you're talking about specific.
No, that's what's in their binder.
What's great about it though is it's not.
And they just pull one out and they play the game.
It's not just one game every thing. It's not just one disc every episode. It's also like them trying to get the games to work. And sometimes they'll just go on an adventure on the internet and do
just find porn.
Really ridiculous flash games that end up being porn. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then I have to watch this because
it's so good.
My dad had 2 full binders of and a bunch of piles of game demo CDs.
I think you might want to send them to them.
Yeah, because they're almost out, right?
Are they?
I think because after they go through
I don't have access to them because they're at my dad's house, but
after they go through a disc, they snap it in half in
which
the
is
most
great because
spectacular fashion.
debris always goes everywhere.
Yeah.
How long is each episode?
Like 10 or 15.
Oh
Okay.
no, it's 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like a straight playthrough. It's just clips from
it's very.
All right, that cat wants
their
blood.
editing is fantastic.
Yeah.
Across all of their videos, their editing is amazing.
Honestly, I don't watch tons of YouTube different channels, but there are a couple that I watch, and editing I think is the most important thing to get me to subscribe because your editing has to be on point.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
that's why I don't. That's why I refuse to do any more Let's Plays because I'm not good at them.
Well, you don't have the editing software anymore.
I also don't have the editing.
And now you don't.
Your editing, I love pretty much every single one of your videos because their editing is spot on.
Did you ever watch on the Groupcast channel the Let's Play Rayman?
That was pretty good.
I thought it was good.
Rayman? No, I'll check it out.
Casey and I played a Rayman game. Turns out we played it at half speed.
Yeah.
Which I didn't
My
realize.
computer couldn't handle it.
Nice.
Which was pretty
It's
funny.
weird. My computer
it was a
can't
good
handle
video.
Steam and a recording software, but it can handle OBS and the internet at the same time.
Yeah. My computer's
weird.
having a hard time using the internet with 2 different windows.
Wait, was that the Rayman Origins?
Yep.
Yeah.
One? Okay.
Which is a really awesome game.
I like the way the editing worked out for that one.
I had the second one on PS Vita for a while.
Oh, you poor man! You had a Vita.
I do have a Vita.
Why didn't you just burn money instead?
He did that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was a gift, so.
So they burned the money.
It's pronounced.
Why
shift.
doesn't the dragon just torch Rick?
And we're done.
I do want to get the Ratchet and Clank collection for it, though.
Never played Ratchet and Clank.
No, it's
Ratchet and Clank 2 Going Commando is one of my favorite games.
It's
of all
like
time.
it's like an alien space type game, right?
Yeah, it's that mixed with third person shooting.
Interesting.
It's the controls are a little bit weird.
Hmm.
There's certain lock on things you got to do, but the thing that I loved about it most was the amount of different weapons There's a throwing star. You can get this throwing star, and you can upgrade that it splits off into multiple other ones.
Yeah.
There's a
weapon trees are always cool.
yeah.
Well, anyway, we've been going at it.
I'm worried the cat's going to stop my recording at any second.
Yeah, he's up on your arm.
He's comfy as shit though. Well, maybe not. Nope. And we're going to try to good save.
Cat down.
Good save, cat. Yes. No.
Bite his face.
Technically,
Bite him in the face.
We've hit about an hour and a half, so it's time to end off the show.
Who's sniffing my face?
Lennon.
Yeah.
And we're gonna wrap up the show.
Okay.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, kitty.
Good night, everybody.
Go the
Good
fuck
night,
to sleep.
everybody.